Whether we like to admit it or not, men need sex. It's one of, if not the single most important recreational activity they enjoy, and without it, men live pretty miserable lives. The ironic tragedy, of course, is that women are nowhere near as interested in sex. Sure, they like sex. Sure, a few women enjoy it just as much as men. But in general, women have 1/9 the sex drive/interest that men do, which creates a rather contentious quandary. Like junk mail, men are constantly propositioning women for sex. And also like junk mail, women get annoyed, even angry by these constant, unsolicited propositions. This has resulted in a negative connotation being associated with the male sex drive, wherein it's belittled, mocked, even shamed for being shallow, or that you're somehow a pervert for wanting sex. Worse, the disparity between the sex's interest in sex is so great and so contentious, men's unrelenting sexual interest is increasingly being viewed as criminal. Whether you ask out a girl at work, harassment, or you wolf whistle at a girl in public, which is actually illegal in France. And this says nothing of the power politics that have resulted from men's and women's disparate sex drives, be it in social situations, marriages, relationships, work, divorce, education, even law. In short, sex has become a tremendous pain in the ass for both sexes. But for a second, remove all the negative connotations, power politics, shame, and taboos surrounding sex, and look at the act solely for itself. It's good exercise, it doesn't cost anything, it's fun, it makes men happy, and with the advent of birth control, there really is no downsides to it. It also happens to be how the human race perpetuates itself. In other words, there's no shame in wanting sex. It simply is what it is, no matter what society's current view of it might be. This puts men at a crossroads where a significant percent of their enjoyment in life is dependent upon a two-party activity, often with a very reluctant second party, and often with tremendous negative consequences if not carefully navigated. And whereas previous standards of living were discussed as goals or fun things to be achieved, sex is more of a hybrid chore goal that must be satiated or at least managed in men's lives. How men go about doing this is up to them. The ideal way would be to work out, get in great shape, and increase the number of women who would like to sleep with you. You could commit to one woman, get married, and have sex on the regular, in theory. You could stoically say, nah, this is too much work, and instead just jerk off to porn. Some men even fly overseas to more traditional countries where women don't quite have the apprehension to sex they do in the West. Or you could simply pay for it via prostitution or escorts. The point is, outside of survival, the male sex drive is the single strongest biological drive men have. And if they don't satisfy it, or at least manage it in some way, it will lessen, even ruin their lives. But it is also key to understand that no matter how shameful or disgusted current-day society might be with how men satisfy their sex drives, it doesn't matter. It's natural for men to be horny. Society's opinion of that can go fuck itself. You got a life to live. Women, on the other hand, have the opposite dynamic. They can more or less have sex anytime they want. It isn't the end-all, be-all in their lives, so it isn't critical to their happiness in life. And when it comes to sex, women do not have this biological albatross around their necks, preventing them from enjoying life. They're not enslaved to get a master's degree or make six figures or buy a fancy car to attract the opposite sex, get sex, and enjoy life. They can just do that on their own. This is good news for women in that being liberated from having a sex drive allows women to pursue the things in life that really matter to them, unencumbered. They can pursue the things in life that will finally and truly make them happy. And since you only live once, it is strongly encouraged every woman do precisely that.